Like I'm walking like this. Susie. Already going swimming. The pool's not even ready yet. Still needs to be summarized. Summarized.
Planting season.
Planting season. Mamabuns yard.
So here we got all the columbines, the pink and purples. Aren't they pretty? And then over here, these are wild bleeding hearts. I don't know if you can see them, but they're kind of in the shape of hearts. With little they're really cool too. I like them. And then over here, I've got the asparagus, although there wasn't very much this year.
Asparagus. That's the fit food. Fit food.
I pulled one yesterday.
One asparagus spear.
I know. The devils.
We don't like weeds.
No weeds. Although I got them everywhere.
Cute.
That's the little kid. Look at these. Aren't they spectacular?
Mama loves her gardens. Look at that smile. It's pretty.
And then these yellow ones.
I love colors. So this is where our horse used to be out here before she passed away. This last year, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, St. Patty's Day last year.
Yeah, she was getting to that point.
She was 30.
Bye-bye.
She was 30.
She's born the same year as me. You're carrying your weeds around.
Dad gave me that bush.
Aww.
Rhododendrons. Aren't those gorgeous? They broke in half, so I just stuck the broken part down in the ground and the plants are coming up out of it.
That's cool.
And then, know what that is? It's a baby apricot that the dirty, rotten, no good birds pulled off the tree.
Apricots.
Yeah, look at yesterday I ran over this peony with a lawnmower.
Oh, you killed it with your lawnmower.
I know, I cussed too.
You cussed. You never do.
I know, but it made me mad.
So sometimes I do have a little bit of a naughty mouth, but when I'm around my mama, I put on the filter. So when something something naughty comes out of her mouth, I'm like, Mom! It's like shocker.
Oh, I know. Last summer, we built these boxes. Didn't get finished with them until the fall. This is going to be the garden now. The rotated crops for vegetables.
Veggies!
Yeah, veggies.
Okay, really? Really?
Oh,
the tables have turned.
Becky.
Oh my, he's like excited. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Crew's like, what is wrong with this guy?
Well, his legs better.
Yeah. Mamabuns dog.
Yeah, this is Bucky.
Hey.
Okay.
This is Bucky. This is Bucky. Look at him running away from you.
He doesn't want me to calm him down. That's the beagle. He's got
Oh, beagle.
He's a beagle and he has to win. No. He's going to be a 10 this year.
10.
He's 9.5 right now.
What is, we have so much going on right now.
Here we go.
Taking care of the kids.
Here we go.
No, he's not done.
Oh, he is too. He smells stinky too, like he rolls in that dead pig.
After my sister ate a nectarine, she took the seed from the actual nectarine, she ate, planted it, and then
she just stuck it in the ground. And
stuck it in the ground.
And we had a really good peach tree down there, but this last year was really hard on everything, and it died, unfortunately.
I hate when those.
I think I smell like dead things now. Touch that dog. Yeah. We've got raspberry there. These are all the strawberries. They're ever bearing, and so we just keep They just grow all summer long. Yeah, you can pull it if you want. I'm gonna have one.
Strawberries from Mamabuns' garden.
Yep.
So much better when they're homegrown.
So good. The blueberries through here, I've got 3 different flavors. These are just regular different blueberries. Down here is rhubarb. These are just flowers. And that's soon.
What did he?
I found this out in the horse field today.
Oh. You're
I
coming,
think so.
just shedding their antlers?
Shedding their antlers, yeah.
Oh,
Cool, huh?
that's a big one.
Got a great big old horn on my head. I know. It's
Say hi, Aunt Susie.
Hi, Aunt Susie.
Are you sunbathing in jeans?
Yes.
I know, it's nice.
Since we've been up there.
I was waving at my shadow.
Oh. It's a Lapins cherry. It's a self-pollinator because you have to have them close by, but there they are.
Cherries!
Yeah.
What's up, guys? So I am sitting here with Mamabuns. Thank
Yay,
you,
everybody.
water. Now you guys get to officially kind of see her in normal form instead of all the funny stuff.
I
So
don't know that there's a normal for me.
I don't think any of us really. I think weird is normal. You growing up, you used to sew all your own clothes.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I actually quit 4-H. I loved cooking in 4-H, but when I got to the zipper, had to put a zipper in a skirt, and I just kept having to rip it out, and I hated seam ripping. And I quit 4-H because I didn't want to go back and it not be done.
But then you ended up...
Yeah, then when I was a sophomore in high school and I was going to be a trackette, and we had to have an outfit that we wore. We decided to sew these skirts and tops. And I was like, I asked this girl if she would want to sew mine for me, how much would she charge? She said $35, and I went, okay, I can do this myself.
So you can kind of see where the do-it-yourself comes from. It came from, I get it from my mama.
And I just decided I was going to sew it myself, and it became a passion. I absolutely love.
So now she is a seamstress.
I'm a
So it's
seamstress.
what she
I do
does.
clothing alterations and tailoring, wedding gowns, and all kinds of things.
For as long as I can remember, you've always been teaching school, even before we were born.
Yeah, I did a lot of substitute teaching.
Being a sub at schools, and then we were me, Katie, and Bradley, so younger brother and sister. You guys see my Katie a lot in a lot of my Snapchats and pictures. So she is about 5 years younger than me. We have a brother who is about 2 years younger than me, so he's mid. But
Actually, he's just a year and a half, Jen.
about a year and a half. Okay.
I had a baby, and then I had a baby.
And then so then we were in public school for at least till I was about 3rd grade, I think.
You did kindergarten, first, second.
Yeah, and then she decided to
And Bradley did kindergarten in 1st grade. And then we
Okay.
started homeschooling. I tell you what, I had a hard time keeping up with Jen in school because she was such a get-it-done kind of a person. Yeah. That I would be trying to keep I would be trying to think of things that I could do to keep her busy because she was just fly through the work over there. It's the mama.
trying to leave sometimes. She'll be like, bye honey, I love you, and I'll be getting in my car and she's
wait a
running
minute.
out. Wait, wait! And she does this whistle. And she's like, okay, I just want to tell you this. It was like one little thing, and then I'll be driving off. Wait, wait! What was it like having me as a child? Jen, now aka HunnyBuns. Or my nickname, my mom or my dad called me Goose.
She was delightful.
Was I really?
Yeah, she energetic, always creative, thinking of things to do. Her dimples were just about as cute as they could be. Your dad had one here.
So Dad had one dimple.
Yeah.
I ended up with 2.
Yeah. She used to make stuff all the time, and I don't know if you remember the paper people. She would make
Oh, yes.
houses that were like 4 stories high with all the little tiny paper furniture that she would make. She would make the people, everything. It was really cool. Dance. Do you remember when we did the clogging?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Tommyknocker cloggers here in town. Jennifer, we go in there, we start learning a step. She's got it down in 10 seconds. I'm not kidding. They go through it. They go through it one time. She had it. Me and Katie were just going, what? So we come home and Jen would have to show us how to do it.
My mom, you've heard me mention it before, is actually a Marine veteran.
I was 19 when I went.
19, oh.
And I just decided I needed more discipline, personal discipline.
Why not?
And I was kind of
wild.
I was kind of like a wild horse, you know, just
free spirit.
just yeah. I had my motorcycle. I was always riding it everywhere.
So I can see where Katie gets a lot of that from.
Yeah. I even used to ride my motorcycle to work in the snow.
Beast over here, yeah.
Well, that part of that was my own fault because I kept getting tickets in the vehicles and my parents weren't going to let me ride and drive them. And it was a 2-year enlistment. It was right at the tail end of the Vietnam War. And so now when I got out, that was when I went to college on the VA bill. My MOS was motor transport. I was stationed in North Carolina at Camp Lejeune. I went through...
So if there's anybody out there that's currently stationed right there.
Hoorah!
I was just going to say.
I want to thank anybody that's serving right now because it's a really difficult time for you, and I know I'm really proud of Jen for doing that shoot for the vets. That's neat. I think a lot of people will be encouraged and helped by that.
Yeah.
That was neat.
Well, you kind of inspired that because you are. Yes. She actually designed this whole house.
I did this house, the deck,
everything.
the fences, everything. I didn't build them. I had other people do that because it would have taken me my 2 lifetimes to build probably. But
who I am today, I have my mom, my dad to thank so much for that because they guided me. They've paved that way, and so now look at your child.
I know. I'm so proud of this one.
I know. She texts me every day. She's like, I'm so proud of you and what you've done. I mean, it never fails every day, and I appreciate those so much, you know.
She's a special one.
Oh, good at you.
You're funny. And so I was going through that whole year teaching health and PE. And I would leave her at the babysitter. You're just distracting me.
This is like mosquito wipes. There's mosquitoes up here.
So I had to leave her at the babysitter, and I would go home on my break and nurse her and then go back to work. And
hustle.
I know. Almost every day, she would sit in her little car seat next to me, and she would be wiggling her arm like this. Pico, 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 pico. That's what she would say, and those were her first words, I think. I don't think she said mama first. And I think it was because she wanted to go home. And I figured it out, it was we go. But she would be going, we go, we go, we go. We go, we go, we go, we go. Like, bye-bye, we're leaving now.
We go, see you later.
Jen,
time to go home now.
Yeah.
Tramping?
No, traipsing. Traipsing, that's it.
Traipsing?
Yeah, that's a word.
I've never heard that before.
Traipsing is just running around together in a little pack of animals.
Very much. So we have a lot of self-made individuals in our family.
Independent people.
Very independent. Yeah. So my grandpa was a logger. My uncle, so Mike, logger.
He's there. They used to be log truck
tree faller,
drivers,
too.
but now he's a faller. Right?
Tree faller. And my aunt, Susie, you guys have seen her, so she's a criminal defense lawyer. Okay, all right. So my aunt. And Kirk, so my other uncle, is
he's a contractor, general contractor. He builds houses.
Yes. And then
he actually built this for us after I did it.
My mom's sister and her husband also own an RV business. They do that. So we have a lot of
entrepreneurs.
Yeah. So it's kind of in the family.
And her brother up in Washington, and her sister up in.
My sister's a masseuse. My brother is.
He flips houses and things like that. And
okay.
Just he buys things, fixes them up, and then sells them.
So my dad passed away. I want to say it's been about 10 years now. But he passed away from a heart condition that we were unaware of. So it was cardio. Or what
hypertrophic cardiomyopathy.
And it was a hereditary thing, so it was kind of passed through the generations. Like us kids, me, my brother and sister would be at risk for it too, but I think because we live such healthy lifestyles and stay active, and I think those things, play a part because my dad was an alcoholic, so those type of things don't help those conditions. So he had passed away, suddenly for us, and it was a huge transition and change for us. And so mom now, she does amazing. She does so much stuff, like handiwork, things that dad used to do. She's out here, the things she does to keep this place beautiful. On top of being a seamstress, she also works for my uncle, so she also sells the RVs and things like that. So she helps with my uncle. On top of that, and in the house, and still enjoys life. This woman right here, I look up to her so much, and the respect and love I have for her, what she does day in and day out. This is where I get it from, and this is what inspires me to do what I do. So going back to my dad a little bit, my dad was actually another entrepreneur and very self-made. He built a whole Jeep from scratch. Oh man.
It had been crashed, and he just redid it from the bottom up.
So my dad was a mechanic.
He was a super good mechanic. Nothing was ever broken around here for more than a few minutes, because as soon as the kids or myself would say, "Dad, this is broken," he would fix it. He was a welder. He was a really good welder mechanic as well. He could do anything with RVs. My brother-in-law, Jen's uncle, till to this day has said he's never known anybody that was as good with mechanical things as her dad.
So my dad worked for my uncle at the RV business as well. My dad was, besides having alcohol, being his vice, he was such an amazing father. Provider. He always made sure we were taken care of. My dad didn't have the best childhood growing up. He didn't show us that to us, but unfortunately the alcohol, not only is, using that to numb the pain that you went through, or, then it can cause the health issues too, so.
And he even said numerous times he didn't know how he got to be where he was at, because he thought it was under control. That he would just, but after his own father passed away of a heart attack 4 years before him, there were unresolved issues with his dad that he wished he'd have taken care of, and I think it just weighed on him really heavy.
So I tell you guys that all the time about, if you're dealing with something, you need to face it. How much I talk about that on my Instagram posts and in my other YouTube videos. When something's right and when something's wrong, and you don't want to ignore it, that little voice in the back of your head that keeps telling you to, do something about it. I learned so much from my dad watching him growing up, just kept, ignoring that. And that's, I think, where it inspired and motivated me to be who I am today. So, I look at that not as a negative thing. I thank my dad for that. It's made, like I said, my parents have made me who I am today, no matter if it was a good or bad thing growing up, whatever it was. So I know a lot of you are relating in some way or some form right now. There is always hope. There's always way to pull through and have a happy, beautiful, amazing life.
Finding out what's underlying, what's causing you to not want to face things and to get through things on your own. Sometimes it's just a lack of knowledge. And so getting the help that way can really change your life and full of peace again.
Yes.
So I would encourage that.
Why I love to cook? She always was doing because she was stay-at-home mom and was homeschooling us, so she was always making our food. So that's where I got a lot of especially my interest and my passion in nutrition. It started there because Mom always cooked everything, and she was, if we wanted the treats and the snacks and the box goodies and stuff like that, she would never buy them. We'd ask someone to be in the store and she'd be like, no. And a lot of the time too, you end up learning what you need to budget, but it was like, no. I mean, we made a lot of homemade treats versus buying. Now she's getting back in the gym again. I think that's awesome too.
That's been really
Yeah.
good. I want to say I'm grateful to you and Zach, because I was starting to wonder if I was going to get old, and I don't want to do that yet.
So Zach actually trains her, comes in and trains her once a week. So it's kind of fun to have her at the gym and we goof around, and Mom's always being a little creeper in my videos.
I've really been enjoying seeing you as much as...
Alright guys.
Look at that.
Yeah, Mama's got some biceps here.
Gotcha. Mama loves
Mama
honey
loves
buns.
Mama loves honey buns.